Hello world, it's your favorite Asian battle rapper, Bishop. Why? Because there's only 4 battle rappers that do this, and one's retired, and the rest suck. So that leaves you, me. Anyways, the reason for this blog is to do predictions for this year's Nome 3 Smack URL's Night of Main Event 3. And if you don't know what that is, shoot yourself in the face because you're fucking retarded. I'm just kidding. That's fucking terrible. Yeah, shout out to Dub Trey's POP. That's paper over pussy. If you didn't know, now you do. Shout out to my brother S. Youngin. He's out in St. Louis for his upcoming battle in street status against some dude named T-Bone or some shit. Who gives a fuck? Because he's gonna lose anyways. Not S. Youngin, but T, whatever his name is. I was supposed to go to St. Louis with him, but he just left like a shitty friend. Didn't even call. I got the okay from our probation officer and everything, and just fucking gone. But whatever. Not very sad. Anyways, let's get into this prediction blog. Shout out to Smack, Beasley, Chico, Norbs, the whole URL staff. It's a big event, biggest battle event out in New York, so we're going to get into it, and this is in no particular order, so let's go. DNA versus Chilla Jones. I think we can all agree that they're both more the consistent battle rappers that are doing it, or what we're used to. Y'all know Chilla Jones. Scheme. Anyways, shout out to DNA. Congratulations on your new tooth, buddy. If I had to call it, I'll say Chilla Jones 2-1. I think they're both pretty creative when it comes to their approaches to their battles, but I think Chilla Jones is a little bit more hungrier, and he wants to prove himself, and I think he's a little bit more creative with the wordplay. DNA, his freestyle capability is pretty crazy, but I think Chilla Jones could do the same. But if I had to call it, Chilla Jones 2-1. Oh, and I still think S. Youngin went to work on DNA, and I already know you guys are going to leave like 300 comments disagreeing, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Let's move on. Next battle is K-Shine versus Big T. I think the loser in this battle is K-Shine. Why? Because he's Dot Mob and they're gay, and I think we can all agree that they've been pretty suspicious these last few events. I mean, think about it. T-Rex likes his ass fondled while he raps. Daylight shows up to battles naked. The fuck that's about? What is that about? Murder Mook smokes Black and Miles out of grown men's foot or Bigfoot's feet and shit. I don't know what the fuck. What's that? I think we can agree that, I'm just kidding. That's a shitty reason why somebody lose a battle. But, I think, yeah, K-Shine's pretty aggressive. Good performance. Been pretty consistent. Been winning his last few battles. But Big T, I think he's just sitting on too much material. He doesn't really battle a lot. So, and plus he's hungry because he's fat. And that's what fat people do. And he's like 300 pounds, so I'm pretty sure he's going to try to eat him or something. Whatever. If I had to call it, I'll say Big T 2-1. Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Disaster versus T-Rex. Now, the loser in this battle is us. Why? Because we have to watch that shit, and nobody wants to watch that fucking battle. Am I right? I'm just kidding. I'd say T-Rex, because he's dot mob and they're gay. I'm just kidding. Disaster, I think his last few battles hasn't been the best. He's just kind of been freestyling his way to shit. I think he just hasn't been really inspired by his opponents. I don't know what it is. T-Rex, he got that aggressive performance. I think they both got pretty good performances. They've been both called out for either freestyling or doing old mixtape bars, but I mean, hopefully it's not a shitty battle like we're anticipating. But I think it all depends on Disaster, which Disaster shows up, whether he can adjust his smack URL's New York crowd. But shout out to Detour, because he definitely gave Disaster that audit. Just Disasters, gang signs, because I know they like to throw gang signs. Alright, next battle, who is it? Hitman Holla vs. Conceited. Huh? If I had to choose, I would say Hitman Holla. He's a little bit more well-rounded. His performance is a little bit more like crazier. He just doesn't come with bars. Conceited, he just does punchlines, gun bars. I think it's gonna be another like Tsunami Surf versus Conceited type of battle. I think Hitman Holla could take it 2-1, as long as Earl doesn't show up and Hitman doesn't leave without his hands. Next battle, Charlie Clips versus B Magic. If I had to choose, I would say B Magic. I think we can all agree he's been doing well his last few battles. He's been killing shit. He's proved he can hang with the best. I think Charlie has potential to be the best in the world, but I mean his last few battles hasn't been the best. I mean we can all agree. Tony D versus Charlie Clips, shitty. That 2-on-2 with DNA, shitty. But yeah, I mean Charlie Clips usually has a crazy first round, and then he just doesn't write a third round or something. I don't know I don't know, but I think B Magic is that dude. He's not. I'm gonna go with the underdog because I like to go with the underdog, and he has a lot to prove, and I don't think he's gonna take it lightly. I mean, every battle he comes prepared, so I'm gonna go with B Magic 2-1. Depends on Charlie. He can make it a classic or debatable, as long as he actually tries and writes 3 rounds. Last battle, Hollow the Dinanon versus Tsunami Surf. Now, Tsunami Surf had a lot of good showings these last few battles. He's, I think he beat Conceited. His aggression and his performance has been on point. He battles a little bit more, but I don't know. I think Hollow's been sitting on too many bars. He hasn't battled in a while. I agree, his last 2 battles wasn't the best, but I think we just expect, because Hollow, we're used to seeing him biting people 3-0, and when he doesn't, we give him shit, which is, I don't think is fair, but, he's Hollow, but, as long as, I think he's just too well-rounded, his freestyle rebuttals, I think he's going to be too much. Hopefully he proves himself, because the winner of the battle, I'm pretty sure, is going to battle Lux or something. We got all night. Anyways, yeah, so if I had to give it to somebody, I think it's Hollow 2-1. If you agree or disagree, let me know. Comment below. If you disagree and talk shit, I'm not gonna read it because I don't give a fuck. Because battle rap is subjected to people's opinions anyways, which is bullshit because you guys don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. I'm just kidding. But yeah, shout out to Dub Trace, J Money, Detour, Biscuit, Clutch, S Young and Jade, the newest female battle rapper that joined our team. She just had a classic with Envy. Look out for J Money versus Spoken Words. That should be dropping soon. He just took another stack. My battle with Bad Mr. Frosty should be dropping soon within the next year. Hopefully not. Hopefully next month or so. It's going to be on the Cushion Coffins Dub Trace channel. Let me know what you think. Follow me at Twitter, Bishop303. But yeah, signing out. POP, bitch.